going to take a look here at the Bally Astrocade. Came out in 1978, April 1978, and this was mainly, well, it was brought out to compete with the Atari VCS, which later became the Atari 2600. Now, in the game console 2.0, it says that this console was released in 1977, which I don't think is correct. If I can get to it, here it is. Bally Professional Arcade, 1977. It was actually released in 1978, April, unless Wikipedia is wrong. So this was the first revision, you can tell, because it has a different kind of molding than that one. But it has that same 1970s wood grain panel. And this is for the calculator. This is for the eject, reset. The problem with, I got this untested on eBay though, but it was much cheaper than paying all the other Astrocades, which were like going for $150, $200, $250, $300. Box is expensive, but some of them say like untested though. So why would I pay for a more expensive untested one if I can get this one? This was just over 100. So, but yeah, this is a concomitant system, and it's a console that I didn't have I've never seen in person. Good to have in the collection, but I need to get it repaired. I showed in my other video that when you plugged it on this console, okay, I could still show you guys, but this thing is a green screen. So you turn this on, and the on-off switch is back here, and it's just black, and you can hear a hum. So I contacted the eBay seller who specializes in Astrocades, and looks like probably bad VRAM or bad RAM. I like the quirkiness of this thing though, but kind of reminds me of the NES, where you put this in and slide it down, just like the NES back in the day, even though that's younger than this thing. So when I turn it on again, still a black screen. And this is only, the sucky part about this is that the power brick, and it's built in. You can't remove it, and you can't remove the RFs either. It's just all built in here, which is sucky. But as a built-in calculator, yeah. So, and there's a reset. You can hear a ping though. So I guess it has bad VRAM. So at least it's powering on, so. But the eject is like, kind of reminds me of like, you know, the Famicom. Eject, boom. These cartridges remind me of a cassette. Like the cassette tape, like the Fairchild Channel F look like 8-track. This one looks like a cassette. And then there is the pins. So, and then you can see down here, it's exposed, the pins down there. I heard these are notorious though for breaking down, so maybe this is what happened to this thing. But you can take this thing off. The unique thing is there's a drawer here. You can put, like, you can store your games like right here. It's pretty interesting. I think you store them like this. So you can have like what, maybe 10, 12. This is in good condition for being 45 years old. It's just that it just needs video repair. So what else can I tell you about the system? Well, it is a quirky system, and again, see, it's built in the ports for the power and the RF. And this was the first console, I believe, that has 4 controller ports, not the Nintendo 64, which came out about 18 years later, 1996. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what this thing in here, I think it's for extra RAM, and I don't know what that is. Here, there's an extra, like, I don't know what you do there. Maybe that could be for like composite, but they never make composite. There's nothing here. And then the bottom here, interesting, it says Astrovision, not Astrocade. And it says Astrovision in Gamer, Iowa. I never knew it was a Gamer, Iowa. Interesting. So, pretty interesting machine. And again, unfortunately, it does not work. which is unfortunate. Let's try it again. Yeah, dang it. So, I could just turn this off, and I can tell you about the controller too. This is a unique controller because I've never seen one of these, but I've never seen a Fairchild Channel F either. So you hold it like this, and it has the same indication of a gun, you know, kind of like that. And then the unique thing about it is you can press this down, and then you can move it like this. So this directional, it's like an analog. So you do all this with one hand, or you could use the second hand, your other hand, to do this like a paddle. Unique controls. I've never seen this before. This didn't take off, and the Atari 2600 thing took off, the controller, the joystick for that, and then the NES style, which we still use to this day, kind of the same layout. But this was unique. Holster of a gun, kind of a interesting take here. And this is number 2, but you could plug this in, I believe, to player 1, so it's not constricted to just one, one player. So, and then, yeah, it's just such a unique system. And then Bally, Bally, of course, they have the Bally Health Clubs, Bally Casino, and then they were part of Bally Midway. So, this is actually a arcade board in here, but like all things, since it's 45 years old, this needs new RAM. So, and the unique thing about this is there's a calculator. So, yeah, I just wish it would work. Oh well, but hopefully it'll be fixed and we can enjoy this piece of gaming history here. So, yeah, I like it. It's never a unique, quirky system. And again, this was made to compete with the Atari 2600 and the Magnavox Odyssey 2. And I think well, this came out before the Intellivision, 1977, 78, so that didn't exist. It's primarily made to compete again with the Atari VCS 2600 and the Magnavox Odyssey, which came out later in 78, I believe. And this came out in the beginning of 78, so yeah. Anyway, just wanted to share really quick about the Bally Astrocade. And let's try it again. It's not gonna work. Dang it. Oh, sorry. Did I turn it on? Oh, hey, you saw some white, but you hear a hum? I hear a hum. So, hopefully this will be fixed. Yeah. And then we'll try again with a cartridge. Come on. No. Have you ever seen a controller like this, though? I've never seen a controller like this before. And this is cool, though. This is not... It doesn't feel fatigued, though, when you hold it in your hands versus the 2600 joystick. But, yeah. So you would hold it like with your other... But since I have the camera in my other hand, but you would hold with your other hand while you're holding like this. You would hold it with your left finger or your left thumb while you're pressing this. So it's pretty unique. Yeah, so interesting. What else can I tell you about this system? Well, from what I judge about this, this was looks like I heard the ventilation was not good in this thing, and it didn't sell well compared, to the 2600, of course. Like, this sold between, let's see, I think it was only like 100,000. Let's go back and take a look here at the, here it is. Let's just take a look here. The Bally Professional Arcade, the launch price was $300 in 1978. Wow, that's expensive. It has the Zilog Z80 processor at 1.79 megahertz, 256 colors. Oh, it only sold 40 to 60,000 and has 4 kilobytes of RAM and 28 games were released. So, yeah, it's at low sales, and then that's why it's called Astrovision, because Bally sold it to them in 1980. So, anyway, good piece of gaming history. And thank you again for watching. Take care. Until next video, hopefully I can do a follow-up video of this system in action, at least instead of seeing this only. So again, thanks for watching. Take care.